And welcome to the Bulloch Sports Report. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty of action to get to this week. We've got the high school front, a lot of Statesboro High to get to. The Blue Devil boys playing in their annual Gentlemen's Classic, which took place after Christmas and right before New Year. They were able to play some local teams because they got the Portal Panthers in there, as well as the Bulloch Academy Gators. First time in quite some time that they've played, and they also played Jenkins County. They won those games by an average margin of well over 30 points per game. Then they ended up playing a doubleheader with the girls against Swainsboro on Saturday, and they kept on rolling right along, an 88-55 win for the boys. The girls had to squeak out a 2-point win for them, and then they opened up region play at home against South Effingham on Tuesday. We'll send you out for highlights of all those games coming up in just a bit. As for the Georgia Southern men, they had a couple of games over at the Hill. On Thursday, they took care of business against ULM, scored 90 points, and then on Saturday, things went kind of the other way. Very bad shooting day, a lot of turnovers. The Eagles only scored 18 points in the first half as they lost to South Alabama. We'll send you out for highlights of both of those games and have plenty more coming up on the Bulloch Sports Report.
Trust your eyes to the team that takes care of the Eagles. Professional Eye Care of Statesboro offers a full range of medical eye care, in addition to a wide assortment of glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses to suit your style.
I'm Dr. Horace Deal. Allow me or one of my associates to provide you with comprehensive medical eye care. And we can help you select from a variety of glasses and contact lenses here at Professional Eye Care of Statesboro.
And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com. Well, the Georgia Southern men's basketball team with a couple of games this past week. On Thursday, they were hosting ULM, a big victory for the Eagles. They scored 90 points. And then on Saturday, the wheels kind of fell off for Georgia Southern. They never really could get things started. Fell behind 26-3 in the first half, only scored 18 in the first half, and dropped that decision to South Alabama. Let's send you out for some of the highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles taking on ULM. Trailing 46-35 in the second half, the Eagles coming alive. The nice look inside to Micah Smith, who's able to finish. Then outside we go. Bradley Douglas starts to heat up. And then on the break, a nice spin move by Smith. He'd have 10 points. ULM answers with the layup from Jerry Go-Popback. The Eagles from long distance, Kavion White with 3 of his 17 points staying outside. It's Braylon Thomas hitting the 3. The Eagles with 15 threes in the game. On the break here, Banks finds Bradley open for 3 of his game-high 30 points. And then on the break, a nice finish from Avante Parker. He throws it down. This game remaining tight. Banks hits the 3. Then it's Douglas. He'd have 8 3-pointers in the game. The visitors right back. Young hits 3 of his 20 points, and then a nice look inside. Somehow Douglas gets this one to go. The threes reign continues. Aaron Banks, he'd have a couple. And then Douglas once again. White to Smith to Douglas. Over in the corner for another 3. ULM not going away. Young connects on another 3, making it a 3-point Eagle lead. But the Eagles with the answer, and what do you know, another tough 3. This one from White. Eagles by 6. And finally, off the steal, it'll be Douglas finishing it off. as the Eagles win 90-82. Over to Saturday we go, and as hot as the Eagles were, they were that cold on Saturday. The Jaguars starting off strong. Barry Dunning hits the three, and then it's J.J. Wheat for three. The Eagles go scoreless the first 8 minutes until White hits this three-pointer. Georgia Southern trailing 23-3. They wouldn't score again until just over 8 minutes to play in the first half. Braylon Thomas the layup. Later it's Smith coming through with the hoop and the foul. White then splits Thomas here for the three-pointer. Douglas going in strong off the glass for two. And then Aaron Banks with the bank shot. South Alabama in command. The three-pointer from Dylan Fazario. Georgia Southern down 38-18 at the half. Second half, Thomas, the only player in double figures. He'd have 11 points. Later, it's the three from Dante Horn, but South Alabama just too much. First, the dunk from Judah Brown. And then Dunning throws it down as well as the Eagles fall 76-47. Well, for the guys, they'll be heading to Atlanta to take on Georgia State. The women will be up there as well. They're playing on Wednesday. All right, stay with us. High school action coming up next. Stop by Bubba Golf on Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty today for all your golf needs. They have everything you need to dominate the course and to stand out in golf fashion as well, featuring top brands in golf apparel to the latest and most trusted golf clubs used by the pros. Bubba Golf also has a TrackMan simulator to fine-tune your swing like never before. Or bring your friends and enjoy a round of golf at one of their many courses to choose from. Need golf club repairs? Bubba's got you covered. Swing by today and see why Bubba Golf is your one stop for all things golf. Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty.
This is Paul Newman with Statesboro Real Estate. Have you been on the sidelines? Well, now's the time to list your house. Let's GATA and get after those assets.
Well, the Statesboro Blue Devils 2024 finished the season on a strong note for the guys, especially. They played in their Gentlemen's Classic and blew through the competition of Bulloch Academy, Portal, and Jenkins County. And then they started the new year right where they left off with a 88-55 victory over Swainsboro. The girls were able to win as well. And then they opened up region play against South Effingham. Let's send you out for some highlights of those games. The Statesboro Blue Devils opening up the Gentlemen's Classic, hosting Bulloch Academy. First half action, Jacaden Cone in for the basket. Next, A.K. Watkins, the rebound and the putback off the glass. Then on the break, Mohammed Sharif going coast to coast and finishing with the left hand. The Gators trying to hang tough. Ike Hubbard inside for the layup, and then it's Nathan Newkirk driving in. He gets this one off the glass. Newkirk looking for more. He's off the mark, but Nick Eason, the rebound and putback. But the Blue Devils in control. DJ Brown coming up with the friendly roll. Next, Brown from three-point land, getting the bounce once again. And then Newkirk in trouble. Sharif comes up with the steal. Over to Cone, back to Sharif for the bucket. Sharif another steal. Over to Cone for the basket. Then Cone outside to Sharif for the three. Statesboro up by 20. Brown from NBA range for three. Jackson Shepard trying to help Bulloch Academy stay in this one. He gets the roll here, but the Blue Devils in command, a three-pointer. And Kevin Sloan, Statesboro up 42-17 at the half. Second half, and it's J.B. Roach with the pull-up jumper for the Gators. Statesboro right back. Brown going baseline for the easy two. And then Cone driving through traffic for the layup. Brown then dishing inside to Xavier Spells. And then another tough layup from Cone. Then on the break, it's Jordan Grant finishing things off. Next, Grant to Sharif, over to Watkins with the lefty finish. And then on the break, Grant going in himself for the hoop and the foul. Brown then off the glass in traffic. Cone driving, hitting another acrobatic layup. And then Cone to Corey Harris. As Statesboro rolls 75-35. Statesboro then taking on Portal on Saturday, and this one was all Statesboro. Watkins driving in for the layup. And then it's Sharif with the corner three. Portal going outside as well, and Zeke Purcell hits this three-pointer. Statesboro right back. Cone dials up three himself. And then Sharif going baseline for the easy two. Next, it's Cone in transition, splitting the defense for the lefty layup. Back outside we go. Marcus Hartwell for three. And then from just inside the three, the Blue Devils strike again. Grant then hits another three-pointer. And then it's Grant to Harris. Statesboro wins 91-32, capping off the Gentlemen's Classic. The Blue Devils taking on Jenkins County in another blowout. Cone starts things off with the dunk. And then it's Cone ahead of the pack for the layup. Devin Michael outside where he hits the three-pointer. And then from even farther outside, Brown, nothing but net. The Eagles continue to leave the Blue Devils open and pay the price. Another three for Brown. Statesboro up by 20. Brown driving baseline, feeding it to Charles Harris. Next, Cone finds a way to get this one to fall. Statesboro up 37-19 at the half. Second half, more of the same. Off the miss, Cam Wilkerson, the hoop and the foul. Then Brown puts on the brakes, hits another three. Then outside we stay with Beckham Gerard. Nothing but net. Finally inside to Harris. Statesboro wins 64-33. Doubleheader at Leahold Court. Statesboro taking on Swainsboro. This one close in the girls' game. Lamia Dietz with the putback. And then Gersey Hagray with the pull-up jumper. Aziza Flowers in the mix. She drives in for the basket. Swainsboro answers with Kim Freeman driving all the way in for the layup. Statesboro responds with the corner three from Maggie O'Neill. And then Flowers gets past the defense again for another bucket. The Tigers hanging tough. Kelly Brown for three. Zariah Major right back as she drives in for the layup for Statesboro. And then Kennedy Myers working tough in the paint. The seesaw battle continues. Brown hits another bucket. But back come the Blue Devils. Flowers does it again. And then Hagray driving in for the bucket as Statesboro wins a tight one, 44-42. To the boys' game we go, and this one was anything but tight. Statesboro on the break, Cone to Mohammed, and then it's Cone cruising in for the layup. Swainsboro trying to hang around with the Blue Devils, but Statesboro running away. Cone in traffic gets this one to fall, and then Mohammed somehow gets this and the foul. Nice one with his left hand. Watkins then buries the three from the corner. And then on the break, a nice reverse here from Mohammed. The Blue Devils continuing the track meet. Cone for two. And then it's Watkins going in for the dunk. More from Statesboro as Mohammed blows by the defense for another layup. The Blue Devils up 37-19 at the half, and they'd continue to pull away in the second half. Devin Michael hits the three. Cone off the mark, but Michael with the rebound and the tap in. Then off the miss, a nice save. Mohammed hits the two. Beckham Gerard left alone in the corner where he buries the three-pointer. It's Brown, the off-balance hoop coming up here. And then he goes right past the defense for two more of his 18 points. And from up top, the buzzer beater from Cam Wilkerson. Statesboro wins 88-55. The Blue Devils opening up region play against South Effingham, ladies first. Off the miss, Kennedy Myers with the putback. And then it's Hagray driving in. She gets the floater to fall. South Effingham trying to keep it close in the second half, but the Blue Devils too much. The three-pointer off the nice bounce from Major, and Statesboro wins 54-36. The boys looking for another blowout, this time taking on former Statesboro Blue Devil Rico Campbell's Mustangs, and the Blue Devils start out strong once again. A nice pass inside to Cone, and then Cone finds Watkins for two. And then on the break, a nice left-handed finish from Mohammed. Mohammed driving in strong, getting this one to fall. And then Devin Michael comes through with the friendly bounce. Cam Wilkerson off the mark, but he'll track down his own miss and finish right before the buzzer of the first quarter. Michael then off the mark, but Bruce Davis there for the putback. Then Watkins on the break throws this one up, and somehow it goes in for the hoop and the foul. Outside we go, where Grant hits the bucket. Then it's a nice look from DJ Brown to Xavier Spells. Statesboro up 37-17 at the half. Second half, DJ Brown fires up the three ball. And then Devin Michael spots up. And he knocks down the elbow three. The Mustangs taking advantage of a good break on this one. But this was all Statesboro. Michael going right down the middle for the easy layup. Mohammed driving and finishing with his left hand again. Jacaden Cone then going in for the dunk. Then it's Michael off the mark, but a nice rebound and put back, and a nice backward somersault as well from Davis. Michael then the crossover and easy finish. He'd have 14. DJ Brown the alley-oop to Cone. And finally, it's Gerard inside off the nice feed from Michael. Statesboro wins 86-49. And that'll wrap things up for now. We thank you for joining us and hope to see you again next week.